Alright guys, how's it going? Well, I came in here to make a cup of tea or a coffee, and I've decided it's too hot, so we're on the heavy stuff. We're on the Vimto Zero, which is ice cold. Oh dear. I want to talk to you about Dominik Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. Dom. Look, if it's not Jack Daniels or John Smith, you know I'm fucking useless at pronouncing names. And I forget them anyway, even when I know it's like easy, like John Smith or Jack Daniels. You know what I'm saying? I'm useless. I accept that. But I think you know what I mean most of the time. So we're going to call him Dom. All right. Now I can't remember if what I'm about to say I said in that video I did yesterday for channel supporters and channel members. You know, KopTalk members or whatever. Because you know I've spoke a few. You know I speak on the live streams and we do the podcast, we do everything, and I don't know where I've said it. I know I've said it once, but I need to say it again. And this is this article by David Ornstein yesterday, which I'm still really confused about, this article. And I don't know why we're reading it. Do you know what I mean? And, okay, I'll rephrase it. I don't know why we were reading it yesterday. I just don't understand. The article was really strangely written. It was... I don't know, there was some mistakes in it. There'll be little typos and things. That usually suggests someone under pressure writing very fast. I've done it before. You want to get it out fast. Get it out, get it out, get it out. Right? So, seriously, if you're a journalist, you want to get it out before someone else. And if they think someone else has got it, they ain't going to edit it and check it. They're just going to go with it. And there was, you know, like they met with 22-year-old representatives this week. Okay, it's only a minor error. It should be they met with the 22-year-olds, right? And it's only like you probably wouldn't even see that, right? And it can happen to anybody, but it just makes me think that he was in a rush to get it out. Now, this is full-on conspiracy stuff. If there was only a couple of days left before his release clause expired, that release clause expired, 70 million euros. You know, maybe somebody was like, we need to get this out, David, now. We need to do this now. I don't know. It's getting pretty, like, that's not why I was making the video, to be honest with you. When I saw this article yesterday, I was very confused as to why we were reading it. Do you know what I mean? Like, who does it benefit? If Liverpool were genuinely going after this player, why would they encourage or disclose that information to David Ornstein to put it out there? Do you know what I mean? If you're selling a player, yeah, but you're apparently trying to buy this player, or you're interested in this player, and you've met prior to this article being published, allegedly, and there's only a couple of days left before a transfer clause expires that enables him to leave for 70 million euros, but you want it out there. Why would you do that? It just doesn't make sense, guys. Listen, maybe I get too deep in this stuff. I don't know. I genuinely don't think it's just me. I've seen a lot of people mentioning on the KopTalk, you know, VIP members website today, it's things like this, even in the chat room. You know, a lot of people, and the comments on here, go back to videos, previous videos, people are saying that it just seems really strange, this article. And what like things like, any potential deal is complicated, David Ornstein wrote in this news article. What? 70 million release clause. It couldn't be any more easier. All right? Or are we going to be led to believe that there's other things that could complicate it? You know what I mean? How is it complicated? I walk in a shop. Hey, mate, how much are them jeans? $49.99. Yeah, cheers. There's $49.99. Can I have them? Yeah, that's what it says. $49.99. Right, all right, cheers. I'll take them. They're not going to say, well, this is a bit complicated, isn't it? They're only going to say it's a bit complicated if I say $49.99, I'll give you 15 for them. And then it's complicated. So this is just very strange. And maybe you don't share the same... I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I'm fucking negative with everything. And I don't like being like that. But that's how it reads to me. And there is an acceptance within the club that it will be a very difficult deal to get done. So why get the fans' hopes up then? Is it one of them like, oh, so we tried to do it. We tried to do it. It's just weird. Now, there's something seriously wrong. Like, I think that 70 million euros is about 60 million quid, is that right? Liverpool Football Club were apparently on this massive rebuild this summer. We know the midfield needs, improving immensely. Whether you want to call it an overall, a great rebuild, an improvement, whatever, right? And if Liverpool Football Club can't find £60 million to buy a player, right, there's something wrong. Would you not agree with that? Because that doesn't sound like an astronomical figure to me. And this is a very, very good player. Regardless, any move would involve a significant financial outlay. Why the words, like, this, all I'm seeing here is emphasising, like, they're all defending, like, it's all defending words, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Please tell me I'm not too paranoid and I'm not losing my head with this, guys. Like, it's like they know there's going to be a failure, or, like, before they've even tried. Do you know what I mean? Complicated, very difficult deal to get done. Significant financial outlay regardless. Something not right, guys. Something not right. I'm telling you, I know I'll be right. DKB, Dunk Knows Best and all that. I'm fucking telling you on this one, right? Just pay the fucking money and then you get in, right? Yeah. Anyway, so because of this link, we then see a lot of fan accounts on Twitter and people that don't even know anything about this player telling you how amazing he is. And one of these fan accounts yesterday tweeted out a quote from Dom. I really like Jurgen Klopp, the kind of human being he is, the way he inspires the team, that they can come back from any situation. To me, he's the best coach in the world. So you hear that and you think, oh, we want him. He's and me being, one to piss on everyone's parade. I retweeted that to my subscribers on my Twitter account, and I did. Because I like to just point these things out, right? He also said, it would certainly be a special experience to work under Klopp, as it would be under Guardiola or Mourinho. All right, I'll just say it, right? I don't want it to sound like these accounts sometimes want you to believe that these people really want to play for Liverpool. And he wants to play for Liverpool, no doubt about it, but he'd also like to play for them managers as well. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's when certain accounts or sources or journalists or anything leave them little bits out to make it sound more exciting and more positive for you. All right, you. I say you because I spoiled my love. Anyway, so there was something else I wanted to tell you in relation to this. So today, there's more quotes coming out, right? From some journal, who I think is probably from his homeland or something, I don't know. It is very true that Dom wants to go to Liverpool. It's very true that he wants to go to Liverpool. There you go, that's you thinking, here we go, we're going to sign this player, he wants to be a Red. If Dom can choose between Champions League with Newcastle and Europa League with Jurgen Klopp, did you hear the cat then? Fuck's going on? It's like a farm in here. If Dom can choose between Champions League with Newcastle and Europa League with Jurgen Klopp, he will choose Klopp in the Europa League, that's for sure. All right, yeah, fine. But we know that the main point here is the first bit is it's very true that he wants to go to Liverpool. Well, I'm sure he doesn't want to go to Liverpool because Guardiola and Mourinho are not going after him either, are they? You know what I'm saying? But I'm being bitchy. I get it, I'm being bitchy. But maybe I'm not. I'm just being factful. Or is that's not even a word, is it? I don't fucking know. I'm sick of it all at the moment, guys. Do you know what? And there's another thing today that I don't know if you guys have seen this. Klarna. Have you heard of Klarna? Klarna, right? Let's see what it says in their bio just to see before I explain. It just says, we make shopping smooth. Our aim is to become the world's favourite way to shop. Right? Now, Klarna, from those of you that are not from the UK, I think it might be available in the US as well. It says here Swedish company, I guess. So basically, Klarna is a credit company, I think. That's how you would term it. So I have used this company before when I bought tickets on Ticketmaster to take my son when we went to see Post Malone recently, and when we're going to see 50 Cent later in the year. Because sometimes when you want to get the tickets, you've got to get a hotel package, right? Because you might not get tickets, but then they'll say, we've got these left, right? So you can't even speak, I'm sorry. You kind of pushed into like, oh, you got to get the hotel package as well. And it can be quite expensive, in one go. So on Ticketmaster, it'll say, well, pay with Klarna 3 payments or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So 600 becomes 200, 200, 200, something like that. So Klarna helps, people with stuff like that. And I think a lot of people take advantage of this company. I guess they're serving they're serving people that, but you know what, it fucking works, doesn't it, right? You know how it works. I'm stressed. Klarna put out a tweet today replying to David Ornstein, and this tweet was about Dom, and it basically just saying that Liverpool met his camp this week, latest attacking midfielder to be considered, blah blah blah. And Klarna replied to that today and said, at John W. Henry, you can just DM us, right? Which is a bit of banter. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit of banter. Basically, what Klarna is saying, if you want to borrow some money, we can spread it out over 3 months for you, John, kind of thing. Now, the point is that you know what I mean? Like, entire, business strategy, football planning can't be decided because of a jokey tweet. But the point is that companies now that have got fuck all to do with football, right, are on social media taking the piss. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if you kind of get the significance of that or not. And maybe, I guess if you're FSG in, you're going to be like, so what? But the FSG out people will be like, right, see what I mean? Even they're taking the piss now. So it's getting a lot of interaction. And some of these accounts do this, don't they? They try to be funny. And but there is, it's like when you get someone, sometimes you'll get a friend that'll say something that'll, they'll say something to me, they'll go, hey, you look like you're putting a bit of weight on, mate, big lad, you. And I go, you what? And I go, no, I'm not only joking, man. I think, no, you're not. Because psychologically, deep in there in your conscious mind, you thought that before you cracked a fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? So, Klarna, right, they're taking a piss. And I think David Ornstein's taking the piss, which is unusual for me to say that about him, because I like David Ornstein. I think he's very good. Paul Joyce, on the other hand, I'm going off him a little bit. There's reasons for that I ain't spoke about yet. Yeah, it's nothing personal or anything like that. You've not said anything to me or just the way that these people are writing. And that article, yes, it was very suspicious to me. And I just, the main thing that the reason I'm making this video actually is because I still can't get over it, how he said it would be a complicated deal to make happen. Unless there is something that we don't know about. But that's not the suggestion, because if you look at the article, the suggestion is that it's to do with, this release clause and significant financial outlay. We're talking about fucking £60 million player, And when they triggered the release clause on McAllister recently, it was, we had James Pearce. I think it was. I've got to be careful. You can't criticise someone if it's not true. No, it was James Pearce. I don't know. I think it was James Pearce. It was James Pearce. I'm 99.9% certain. If not, I apologise. But I think it was James Pearce who said, it was James Pearce. Credit to, the new sporting... Was it new sporting director or the outgoing? I can't remember. Credit to the outgoing sporting director. That was it. Credit to the outgoing sporting director. And let's not forget all his hard work that he did making the McAllister deal happen. He triggered a fucking release clause in his contract. Or however you want to word it, it was a clause in the contract. What? Any of us city cunts could have done that. Seriously. Credit where credit's due. These people get right on my fucking nerves. And I tell you what, there's another one today, and if you've got Twitter, follow me at KopTalk and at Duncan Oldham. And if you subscribe to either of them accounts, you'll fucking see what I think about some of these people. So today, 2 hours ago, we had Neil Jones, right, tweeting out Stefan Bajcetic jumped for under-18s prospect to first-team option at Liverpool in the space of a few months. Can his great mate and former housemate Bobby Clark now do the same? Who gives a flying fuck, really? Listen, right, I want the youth to do well. As a Liverpool supporter, right, one of the best things for me, or the most entertaining things for me, when I've been at a game and I've known about a young kid that's come through and all that, and there's a little buzz and a little bit of chatter about him, and he maybe comes on in like a cup game or something like that, and you see that young lad come on, it must be so much of a big deal for him, you know, his family, all them years, he might have been at the club since he was 6, 7, 8, he might have been brought in at 14 from another club, who knows, who cares? But seeing these kids progress is great. But what I've, you know, and this isn't a dig at the owners, but what I've realised over the years is that the amount of kids that come to the club that are going to be the next best thing, and you know that's how it's fed to us. You know, you can the two high-profile ones. If you think back, the two French gems, Pongoli, Letalic, and all that. Do you know what I mean? And like, great. Let's hope these players, these youngsters, do well. We had James Pearce, the only 2 weeks ago, saying similar things about the youngsters. No one gives a fuck about the youngsters. We need some experience. Which Liverpool player? There was a Liverpool player only days ago, if not a week ago. I don't know which one it was, because that many of them have been saying we need to strengthen. Said that we need more, you know, you need experience. You can't just rely on kids. So yeah, kids, fucking great. Yeah, mint. Yeah, get them in the team. Love it. Brilliant. Love seeing progress. Can't think of anything better. Especially when you get an hungry kid that wants to be the best and everything, and you can follow his career. Fuck me, we've seen it over the years with the likes of Fowler and McManaman and all that. Steven Gerrard, I remember when Steven Gerrard came on and all that. Just, you know, and then the whole career's gone in that time and they've gone from being a kid to an adult. It is amazing. But this is the kind of guff, you know, that you are being subjected to by these people at the moment. Why is there not one, right? And let's not forget you, I'm not even like hardcore FSG out. I'm just like sick of them. I'd like a change, right? So there's no wonder the hardcore FSG out people, right, lose their fucking mind with these law. Now, what I'm going to say here, so Neil Jones has put this article on, and it's on a website called Substack, right? And Substack, as far as I'm aware, you can publish free articles or pay-per-view articles, I think. Nothing wrong with that. I have people that can support me, you know, and whatever. You're right, there's no problem about that, right? I've got no problems with that. This one, you know, this article, Academy in Focus, you know. Bobby Clark looks every inch a Jurgen Klopp player and has his eye on Liverpool senior side. Right? Yeah, good. Let's hope that's true. Let's hope that comes off, because that's fucking great. Especially if it saves billions and zillions and fucking trillions of pounds, right, in the long run. But at the bottom of the article, obviously, it says, keep reading with a 7-day free trial. Subscribe to Covering Liverpool to keep reading these posts and get 7 days of free access. Now, many weeks ago, I commented, and I'm not going to mention any names, so it doesn't necessarily I'm talking about this particular journalist. But I said there's a couple of journalists at the moment, right? I think this is more than weeks ago. I think this is going back 2 months maybe. That had suddenly got an opinion about everything, right? Suddenly got an opinion about everything. And I remember saying this, and I think I said it in a private video on here, I can't remember, saying just keep an eye on them, because I think they might make some big claims and stuff like that, because I think they're trying to raise their image a little bit. Because I think that they're maybe going to start, you know, if you freelance, you want a following, don't you? Do you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, guys. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But you have to look at it like, do I really need to explain it? I just think that, you know, sometimes people make big claims I don't fucking know, I don't care, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it today. In other words, everything I said's fucking right. Should we leave it there? Charlotte Coates, do you know her? Have you ever heard of her? C.A. Coates, C-O-A-T-E-S 96, sports journalist at BBC Sport. Views of my own, right? She used to work for the Echo, right? Left in June. She put out a tweet yesterday. Obviously got people jumping on her and all that, you know, giving her an hard time and shit like that. And she tweeted out, dreaming of the day Liverpool's owners show some ambition. All right, yeah, you can say that, yeah. Today she's had to follow up to that, I guess, probably because of the idiots that don't get what she was saying. And today she's put out, by the way, ambition isn't about spending the most money. It's about buying the right players to push for trophies next season. And this is where these people, you know, that want to attack you and, you know, put you down if you say you want new owners and that, they come out with this guff, you know, about how you just want money, money, money. It's not like that. We know the manager's been denied players 27 million before. Can't buy now unless you sell Origi and Shaqiri and shit like that. You know what I mean? Anyway, believe it or not, there is a reason for this video. And the reason for this video was that article where he said that it would be complicated. I can't think of a more easier deal to conclude than that, unless there's something we're not knowing about. And if there was something we're not knowing about, it should be in the article in the first place. It's a very suspicious article, this, by Ornstein. And, you know, maybe you don't understand like what I'm trying to say, or maybe you don't make sense of my videos sometimes. But I'm just, all I'm saying is just my intuition says there's something, there was some reason that we saw that article. That's it. Some reason we saw that article. And it could be true. Liverpool could be trying to sign him before tomorrow, I assume it is, before the thing. You know, people have said, oh no, it's to put pressure on Newcastle to do business. Well, why would a Liverpool FC journalist do that? There's just something not right with it. And that's it. All right, so I've launched a new mailing list today. I brought it back, you know, like that's how KopTalk started back in the 90s. Before the website, KopTalk was a mailing list. But I did away with it. It became a website, and that was how people got the news then. Ironically, you don't update the website very much these days. It's all videos and podcasts and the members' website snippets on there and stuff like that. But I get the feeling that people are going a bit full circle again and like to get stuff like that. So maybe when they're at work and that, I don't know. But I'm going to try it. So I've uploaded a video prior to this one, which in the link of that, in the video description, it has a link to join that mailing list. It's free. Your email address will not be used for anything else. It will be provided to anybody else. It's all to do with Liverpool and KopTalk. That's it. And my intention with that is to, tomorrow morning, for example, you know, I've got to learn this platform. I've never used it before. My intention is to go out there for a coffee in the morning, take my laptop and just have a think about the day ahead and what's happening, and send out a little news update to you all. So I think you'd like it, to be honest. But you see, the thing is with me, and this is probably why this is probably why I have to use Klarna, is I'm not going to make up loads of exciting and stuff and that to get you to subscribe to the mailing list. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do anything to make it sound exciting and get a following and that, and lure you in. Do you know what I mean? Like most of the time I'll say to you, you don't need to be on it anyway, you know. I'd rather stay as I am. Some of these journalists, so some of them, not all of them, 2 of them at the moment, they're roaring themselves out all over at the moment, and they've been doing it for a couple of months, and I said keep an eye on them, and I've been right, all right? When you make videos like this, you won't believe how much shit it causes. That's why I tend to keep these videos private. Okay, so I'm going. Please thumbs up the video and leave me a comment. All right, guys, please do subscribe to the mailing list as well if you want to join me for a coffee in the morning and throughout the day, whatever. You know, I really want to get into that a bit, to be honest with you. Starting from scratch, it's a good way of supporting me, you know, because even if you just put on, you know, bin them and don't fucking read them, at least I think you're reading them. Do you know what I mean? And it's not a mailing list to send you updates. So I've just done this video, watch it here. It's not to drive you to the website or to drive you in. It'll be email, text. You know what I mean? Predominantly. It's in the last video anyway. It's in the video description. All right. My parting words are that the reason for the video, believe it or not, was I just thought that article yesterday was exceptionally strange, and I'm completely baffled. I'm just completely baffled by Liverpool Football Club at the moment. But it's only June, remember that? It's only June 29th. So anything can happen, guys. You know, we're going to sign all these amazing players by the end of the window. You know that, right?